It was a good door, it wasn't a money, one of those, something pools or something.
So, he said he wasn't coming, Matt's coming?
No.
Not coming?
Matt notified us, Kevin notified us, and
Okay.
Frank notified us that they weren't coming. Those other two came after we spoke. We can get started. Jeremy's gonna be a few minutes late. He's coming from another meeting.
Okay.
Yep.
Your mic's so nice, Gary.
Is it warm in here or is it just me?
A little bit.
I feel warm. I feel like this is a time of year where like the heat is too hot because it's been so cold and then it's.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the Inland Wetlands Watercourse Commission for January 15th to order. It's 7:01 p.m. Roll call, Stephen Molinelli, Chair, present. Russ Davenport, Vice Chair.
Present.
Jeff Lippincott, Secretary.
Present.
Frank Oliveri, absent. Gary Paganelli.
Present.
Matt Clausen, absent. Jamie Colligan.
Present.
Mary Ann Marino.
Present.
And Kevin
Bergio.
Bergio, absent. Under agenda review, Jeff, you have anything?
Nothing new besides the print off of the flyer I placed on your desks just now. We'll talk about that later. And a quick reminder that the Super Water Group meeting is next Thursday at 5 o'clock.
Oh. Would you mind?
Want me to?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in now, Jeff.
I thought it was 7.
It's 5 or 7.
I believe it's 5.
Oh, I have it on my
Are you
calendar.
gonna be there, Mary?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, you're right.
Okay, are we gonna do elections of officers tonight, or we don't wanna? We don't wanna, okay. That's consensus.
Push it down.
Gary,
Keep kicking
Gary
the can.
frowned, made a face, it's consensus.
We're good.
We'd like to have approval of the minutes for the January 15th meeting. Excuse me, before I noted that this meeting was January 15th, it's February 18th, 19th. I apologize for that error. Approval of minutes for the January meeting. Okay.
So I'll make a motion to approve them.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll
for
second
approval? All those in favor of approval, any amendments or changes? It's unanimous? May I borrow your pen? Anyone?
You're right.
Okay. Under old business, first application is IWWC 25-41. The applicant is Anthony Matthews at 154 East Wakefield Boulevard to raise an existing home 4 feet and adding existing concrete blocks to the foundation. Anybody here from that applicant? You want to come forward, please?
I'm gonna recuse myself from this because this is a part
Okay.
of my workflow.
Okay. Let the minutes note that Russ Davenport has recused himself. For the record, please introduce each of yourselves and speak into the microphone.
Anthony Matthews, D'Angelo Building Company.
Okay.
Kurt Benson,
Homeowner?
homeowner.
Okay, we saw this application the last time. I don't think there was anything significantly outstanding that we asked them to address. Are there any changes to what you've submitted to us?
No, sir.
And my sense is you're going to begin in the spring, or that's not accurate?
When the snow is gone,
Okay,
so, and, you know, most of it, we don't want to have too wet there to use the bobcats and skid steer, so we'll try to wait until it's fairly dry. You agree with that, right?
Oh, yeah,
I don't wanna-
I don't
I
care.
mean, we're gonna tear it up a little bit, but.
and the only thing I would caution you is that you really don't have a lot of room on either side of the property, so just be respectful of your neighbors. You have to live with
They've
them.
been notified, I
No,
got them all.
I know, I'm just saying, you know,
One side's tight, the other side I have 12, 14
got a
feet.
little more room, but not a
Yeah,
lot.
No, there's gonna be a lot of manual carrying of blocks.
And most of this work's gonna take place from the inside out, so should be good.
Okay. Anybody want to make a motion then?
I'll make a motion to approve IWWC 25-41, freeze the property at 154 East Wakefield Boulevard, approximately 4 feet.
Is there a second?
Second.
Need a bond?
Yeah, we'll need a bond on it. Gary, any idea? There's no water work, so
There's no
it's
real water work.
a couple of thousand?
Yeah, I get like $2,500 bond or something like that, so.
Good, $2,500
Yep.
bond? So you'll have to post that before you begin work. Who seconded that? I didn't see.
Gary,
Jerry. All those in favor of approval? Aye, it becomes unanimous. Thank you very much. Good luck with it.
Thank you.
Thank you
You're
very much.
welcome. Have a good night.
You too, thank you.
Next order of business is application 25-42. The applicant, by name is George Clausen. Is there a representative here? Yes. Okay, and let the record show that Russ Davenport is back on the commission for the meeting.
We can share it.
The proposal is to remove unsafe bridge over the Mad River, a partial clearing of trees in the upland review area, removal of small foundation and the associated site work cleanup. For the record, you want to introduce yourself, sir?
My name is John Barbarino, co-owner / manager of Last North Point LLC.
Okay. And last month, I think you were on video?
That was my brother.
Oh, okay. Is that good or bad?
I don't know how he did, I wasn't in the country, I never saw it.
Well, you're here.
Yeah, I came over. I would've went to the last one, but I couldn't, so he did it.
Jeff, where are we with this project? I know it was an after-the-fact sort of,
Yeah, we've been in contact, staff in the office have been in contact with Mr. Barbarino and his folks multiple times since the issue was first identified. The site is clean and stable. The unsafe bridge has been removed. Obviously, with the snow down, we can't see every little thing, but I believe their desire is to get the site ready to market it and, eventually sell it for another use. We don't have any problems. It's really just that they got ahead of themselves without the permit, so we're catching up
when
here.
will you complete the work?
As soon as we get the green light, because it's all solid ground there, so I think the tree guy, everybody can get in there and finish it.
Well, you're right near the water there, so.
What is the scope of work for finishing it?
Well, the best thing, there's not much debris, there might be a little bit in there, but they're not gonna put a machine in there, they're gonna walk in there and get it out, get rid of it. It's not much, I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably the size of this table. So I get rid of that, and then the best thing is to clear it and then put it on the market. We got some ideas for it.
What about the lower, have other people been to their
I
site?
was there today, and I was there last month.
Yeah.
Last month, I didn't know where it was, because I just didn't
Yeah.
get perspective off of the maps and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Today, there was so much snow, I couldn't really see what was
Yeah.
going on. I mean, is it where the fire hydrant is, or is it further towards?
I
north?
saw you there today in
Oh,
a
you
blue
did?
pickup
Okay.
truck.
Okay.
Yeah, you were, let's see, you'd be east of it. You had to go,
Okay, I did go up further, I pulled.
you
in
did,
the
I saw you,
wall to
yeah,
turn
you
around,
did, but I couldn't get in there either.
Yeah, the snow was
Yeah.
still 2 feet there.
Where he felled the trees, he blocked it off. If you go there, straight across,
Okay,
you'll
that's-
hit,
Then I was right the second.
yeah, you were right there, you were close.
So I really couldn't see
Right.
what was going on.
I have some, I don't know who else was at the site.
I saw it.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking, sorry, I'm looking at the one little picture that I have here, a couple. What about, so you've got the bridge that was taken off, essentially the top of the bridge. What about any of the concrete? I know it seems like we had requested maybe cleaning up some of the concrete debris below where you basically have the wall that drops off now, right? Down in that area. What about the wall down there that's right on the river?
There is a little bit of a foundation.
Yeah, there's a wall,
That'll
I'm looking at,
probably be there
there's a
another 300
concrete
years.
wall, it's probably about 4 feet high and
Yeah, that's
probably
right. That sounds
20 feet long.
That sounds exactly right.
Right, and what are your,
I just leave it, it'll be
Yeah.
there another 300 years.
yeah, no, my only concern is that I don't wanna see, I mean, I'm always speaking for myself, but I don't wanna see that pulled out.
No,
Unless you're gonna go through
absolutely not. No.
the true right way to handle equipment and everything around
No,
water.
No, sir,
Right.
no, sir, don't even worry about that. That'll stay for 300 more years. This
Right.
could have been put in a couple hundred years ago, I don't know. But
No, those tanks, that was done, I think that was done in the 20s probably.
yeah.
Because
Well,
there was a.
The one thing, it wasn't a bridge, it was the remnants of a bridge. It was just pieces, it was
Right, yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
And
no,
the reason,
definitely.
just so you know, the reason we took it out, I got the call, I was out of the country, and we've had numerous problems with homeless, we've had numerous problems, the state police, I've had the regular police, town officials, it's been going on and on and on, and I got the call, hey, they're crossing the bridge. I said, what else is new? Well, as a joke, what else is new? They're sleeping on it. I says, what? That was it, that's a safety, that's a
Sure, no, I
life-threatening
understand.
safety factor, so we removed it, we did it legitimately, we did it with licensed contractors. 'Cause I've been down this road before.
Except it wasn't done, just to clarify, it wasn't done with any permits.
I agree, but, I absolutely agree, but, I'd rather do what we did than have somebody get hurt, and then I'm
No,
in
I
here,
understand.
you know, oh, why didn't you take it out?
No, I
You know,
understand.
that's what would've happened, but, anyway, it's nice and clean. It's a good piece. I think there's 700 foot of road frontage there. We were originally gonna put a car dealership there. That's what that was. And in the back, we were gonna put condominiums, had it all approved, but then things moved and changed and whatever, because we originally bought, the co-owner, we bought Phil Joseph Chevrolet. Anybody who's been around here a while, we bought that place. And then we moved it to the other side of this street. And it was, I just forgot the name of it now. Well, we had the Chevrolet Buick moved down here.
Oh, yeah.
And then things changed and this and that, and the General Motors got involved, and we had them take it back like, and then we bought a Subaru store, we put it in Torrington. So we've been around this area,
Sure.
but mainly up in Granby, Windsor Locks, big time in Windsor Locks and East Granby and Granby. But we had that 40 years now, so we gotta do something with it.
Well, hopefully somebody will buy it and
So you bought
continue.
that when they tore the factory down?
We tore it back.
Oh, you don't, okay.
Yeah, we bought it in, it was trying to, yeah, 39 years, 87 or 86 we bought it.
So I think the only concern that was brought up was just a little bit of debris that was left in the brook. And that's just reaching over with the bucket of the excavator and hand picking it.
Yeah, that's correct. And like I say, it's probably the size of this table. It's not like
Yeah,
it's
no,
a
I
mess.
saw, I'm aware, I know the site pretty well.
So you're talking, you guys could be in and out of there in a day or two?
Less hours. Not with the trees, but with the
Yeah.
Debris,
yeah, debris.
Anything else, anybody? Jeff, anything?
No, nothing else. I would
Okay.
just ask that you notify me the day that's gonna happen. Maybe I'll just pop out and hopefully see it in the act.
Yeah, I just don't wanna see the scope change.
Yeah.
I know, I trust you, I know. People get digging, sometimes they misunderstood
No,
what the contractor said, and then they pull out a whole bunch of stuff and
Any
it
bond?
turns into a bigger project.
I don't believe it needs to be a bond.
Okay, we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve, IWWC 25-42 for, I guess I'm just gonna call this, I don't have a number here, map 101, block 101, lot, 012, removing, removing debris that's currently in the river from the, dismantling of the unsafe bridge and the continual clearing of, some of the, trees in that area.
Second.
Second, Jamie. All those in favor? All right, it's unanimous. Thank you. Just
Okay.
let them know, Jeff, know when you're going to
Yeah,
start.
that's fine. That's fine, thank you.
Okay, have a good one.
Take care.
Back to Florida.
To Florida.
Next application is 26-1. The applicant is Mark Ricky at 740 Lake Drive. And the project is to remove an existing detached two-car garage, which is worn and has no function, and replace it with another two-car garage and an attached breezeway to be built on where the asphalt currently exists. Good evening. For the record, when you get settled, just introduce yourselves, please. Sure. Thank you.
I can hook the computer up if you want to. For one of the, that one there, for that plot, for
You
the
mind?
electronic. No, no,
Fine,
no.
please. Take your time and do it.
I can go, is this the cable?
That one doesn't always work, so we just bypass it with this other
I
one.
need that silver piece.
That's what we got. This here,
Oh, okay, that's right.
there's some, some drawing of it, but it's not a, nothing. Yeah, that's it. Nothing. Just shows where his old garage was, here. And it's police edition, which is all of this, onto the house.
Sizable addition.
I would've been looking for a long
Yeah.
time.
24 foot wide, or what?
See if this works.
38 foot or something like that. I don't know, my glasses.
Ha. It worked.
He's got a bigger set. I was gonna say, he's got a bigger set. Oh, no, I do have it. No, I have it. No, I do have it.
That's the original that we gave you, previous one. Everyone should have this one.
When you're ready.
Okay. Hi, my name is Mark Ricky, this is my wife Jill, and we're the owners of 740 Lake Drive, and thank you for your time. Purpose of this meeting is to present our plans for erosion and sediment control for the proposed property improvements. We had a meeting in December, I think it was December or January, introduced our plans about removing the existing two-car garage and using appropriate dumpsters and use of temporary silt socks to minimize disruption to adjoining properties and the lake, and construct a new attached two-car garage with an attached breezeway, which will significantly improve the setbacks on the front and side yard, which will make it more conforming and within the regulations, and still improve the pervious percentage. And we have a map here that I drew in exactly. I consulted with Bushnell and Associates out of Manchester for some erosion control, and also consulted with some people who do site work. Dave Curtis is one that I consulted, and other excavators people that do excavating that know how to do rain gardens and dry wells. So the erosion and sediment control includes stormwater drainage improvements. One of them is we add gutters to all the structures, the house, the garage, and the breezeway. Install engineered dry wells, 2 of them. Install 3 design rain gardens.
Would
and
you, as you're talking, point to them?
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. I can do that, okay?
Or with this?
No, I can do it.
Okay.
Can you see it with the mouse?
Yep.
Okay. So, I'll back up. Gutters along the house. The south side and north side, breezeway. North side, south side, and garage, south side and north side. Those are the gutters. Okay? Engineered dry wells, there's one here on the south side and one on the north side of the garage. They're gonna be, I'll get into the description of those, and then the silt socks are in orange. There's one here, there's one here, there's a long one here by the lake, and then there's another one here. These 2 here, this one's kind of redundant, but they're cheap enough and just want to make sure nothing gets by them. This planned project will improve drainage where currently none exists, and overall the project will decrease the current impervious coverage from 51.2 to 48.8. So the first one, the gutters. The gutters, planned installation of the gutters on the end of all the roofs, which includes the house, the breezeway, and the garage. Total length of the gutters are 86 feet, and will be covered with gutter guards to prevent leaves and debris from clogging the gutters, in addition reduce sediment. The downspouts from the gutters will be connected to leaf eater rain head filters. These filters are designed to screen out silt and reduce silt accumulation in the dry wells. They're relatively easy to keep clean and keep water flowing. The output of the rain head filters will be connected to 3-inch diameter solid white PVC pipe, which the connections will be from here to here and over here into this dry well on one side. And then the other side will be here, here, and here connected to this dry well.
So your drain, dry wells and all of that are running away from the water toward the street?
They're gonna actually drain, the dry wells are gonna drain into the dry well and they'll run toward the north and south side of the property.
And the lake is?
The lake is,
Yeah, okay.
hang on one second, the lake is
Okay.
West.
west, thank you. Yeah, that would have been good, yeah, the lake is west of there. Okay, so the output of the, as I said, the rain head filters are 3-inch diameter solid white PVC pipe. The last 10 feet of the PVC pipe will be perforated and placed in a trench lined with landscape fabric and large diameter gravel. The top of the pipe will be covered in stone and then wrapped in landscape fabric. Topsoil and grass will be the final covering. So that's for the gutters. Now the dry wells. So the dry wells, the plain installation of the 2 dry wells, which is here and here in the blue. One on the north side and one on the south side of the garage, the new garage. The end of the perforated PVC pipe from the gutter, which I already said, connected to the large diameter dry well. 4-foot diameter by 6-foot deep dry well, and placed in the center of the hole and lined with a large 1.25-inch diameter gravel for maximum drainage and wrapped with landscape fabric. The fabric will be down the outside, the stone will be, and then the dry well in the middle. The dry well size and diameter have been calculated in accordance with dimensions of the square footage of the combined roof surface area, which has been deemed sufficient for proper drainage for runoff volume. Now, the total square feet of the 3 structures is 2,400 square feet. And there's a conversion factor that's 0.623 to calculate from that square footage, and at 90% runoff coefficient, because not everything, when it gets to the roof, not everything goes into the gutters. And that's for 1 inch of rain, resulting in 1,350 gallons of water, rainwater. And that's 675 gallons of water for each dry well. And the soil, I did not test this soil, but this is right next door, the neighbor soil is, it's classified as Canton and Charlton fine sandy soil. And reading up on it, the soil is deemed to be excellent for drainage because of its large pore space and allows water to infiltrate rapidly, often at a rate of 5 to 10 inches per hour.
Just before you move forward,
Yes,
basically, my understanding of your comment regarding the dry wells.
yes,
They're designed to catch half the amount of water coming off each.
each side.
Is the roof pitch designed that each side will receive approximately half? Or is the roof 90% one way and 10% the other way?
No, it's exactly 50-50. The roof, it's gonna be.
It's got
the-
center ridge lines.
Right, the center ridge, right.
And the same thing with the garage and the?
Yes.
Okay.
The garage and the breezeway, that's a good question.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome, that's a good question. Okay. Next, the rain gardens. So the rain gardens, there's a proposed one here, and down here by the lake. This side of the lake is all gravel, and then there's actually it's a boat launch there, and there's also asphalt right here, a small section.
You're planning on keeping all that gravel all the way down?
Yes, except for this top right here. This section right here is not gravel, that's gonna be the rain garden. And another one here. And I'll describe it in here, but the rain gardens, the 2 that are on, close to the road, we do see that when we get heavy rain, sometimes, even though there's a drainage 50 feet away, we definitely see some water coming on the property. So that's why we're gonna try to slow it down at the beginning before it goes all the way to the lake. So the installation of the 3 rain gardens, I put 10 by 10 and 10 by 12. It's gonna be, depending when they do the excavating, we'll see how they're gonna, to lay them out, but depending on the slope, the shape might be a little different. But we definitely wanna catch as much of that water and filter it as we can. They're gonna be placed on the eastern end of the property for enhanced filtration from road debris and runoff, one near the lakeside of the property for improved protection of the lake runoff. Although the paved road has been designed to channel, like I said previously, channel water into a catch basin. It's located approximately 50 feet down the road on the north side. That's the first line of defense. But during heavy downpour, it can overwhelm, and it definitely goes on the land itself. The average slope of the land is approximately 6%, but that's like an average over the property. There are 2 rain gardens located at abutting the road to enhance, protect the surface water runoff and promote groundwater infiltration and recharge before the water reaches the lake. Rain gardens will consist of a shallow basin dug 6 to 8 inches deep that the slopes from the outer edges to the deepest point at the center, and remove the soil used to create a berm to catch and hold the water runoff. And those berms, like what I was saying here, is even though a lot of times the berm is on the downward side, it's also because the slope of the road, there's probably gonna be a berm going this way and this way. And then over here, yeah, there'll be one down here, but the ones that come off the road, there's definitely, because it slopes. This point here is lower than up here, so I know that we've seen the water, it drains, it kinda comes off like this right off the road. So it won't be a berm just on this side, it'll be on this side too.
Excuse me,
Yes?
you guys do construction, would it make sense to have a catch basin there?
Well, catch basins are always nice. I mean, this here is bringing it across the lawn rather than directly into the lake. You know, we're always fighting this catch basin, this sand and everything. And, you know, I don't know if you wanna bring a catch basin up through. It's,
The
a little bit of
one,
curbing would take the place of that. You know
I'm
what I mean?
saying it's not effective.
Keeping on the road.
Yeah, keeping it on the road, a little curbing and just coming over
not
the curb a
effective,
little bit
though.
to come down the driveway, rather than trying to run a pipe up with a catch basin. But, I mean, it's,
like this whole road, you can see water when it's raining, it'll come in here, but we have all gravel, so we don't see it go past the gravel. But we do see when it's washing off the road and it comes down here on a heavy rain,
Just heavy, yeah, because normally
like
the
down
catch
it,
basin.
right, kind of where my cursor is, maybe a little farther, maybe over here, that's where the drain is for the, I guess that's the catch basin?
That's the catch
The
basin,
sewer
and the
or
road
whatever it is?
does slope toward it, so it really is effective on a normal rain. It goes into the catch basin. We're just talking about
On
a
a heavy rain,
downpour,
right.
just a downpour, that's all. Otherwise, the road was designed, paved to slope
Yes.
it toward the catch
It
basin.
definitely does. Where does that water drain to, the one that's down here?
goes into another catch basin and across the house they're building now.
Yeah.
So it goes from that catch basin to another catch basin on his property and directly out into the lake.
Oh, it goes into the lake. So
So
none
all
of
the
that
catch
gets-
basins go into the lake.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, it's kinda nicer to have the water go across the lawn.
Yeah,
Out
yours
into
is
the
an
catch
improvement.
Because it
The
has
rain
time
gardens
to
are an improvement.
infiltrate,
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Catch
this
it
is
with
a
the rain
good plan.
gardens, yeah, better.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So I did write 10 by 12, but like I said, depending on when they do the excavating, it could be narrower but longer to catch it. So whatever they deem to be in this area.
I think for us, as
But
long as
that's
the
a
square
very
footage stays
Yeah.
the same. You know, 10 by 10, you got 100 square feet. Doesn't really make any difference what shape it is, as long as
Right.
you're telling us you're putting 100 square foot of.
Yeah.
Bigger's always better, right?
Bigger's better,
Bigger's
yeah.
Oh,
better.
yeah,
This
we
is
got to
just-
make it as big as
This
it
would be,
can.
you know, but the shape I don't think makes a world of difference.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Okay, the ring,
I have one question.
yes,
On your dry well cross section.
yes,
All right, and you have an access, an observation pipe. All right, is that open to the top, that observation pipe? And the only reason I'm saying this, Mark, is if you had a hell of a rain,
Yep,
right? You don't want to have that pipe going back and going to the leader,
that's correct,
solid.
right.
You want
So-
to have it to where that well can bubble out either there or where the gutter comes, the leader comes down to the pipe to pick it up.
Yep,
You want to be able to not have it sealed there. You want to be able to have it boil over.
so the top of those are gonna be accessible for cleaning and then also for observation.
Okay.
Around it'll be grass, but the tops will be accessible. And then there's gonna be, the feet will be a little bit lower, then depending on how well they drain, there'll be a perforated pipe. If they don't drain as well as we hope in heavy rain, there'll be an additional perforated pipe that goes on the top that'll help drain out toward the north and south side of the properties.
You just don't want to block that water, you know.
What you're saying is basically having an not open cap, but like a little grate on it, like a yard grate is better because
Better
one
off
that
having a yard
overflows
grate.
than, not yard
Yep.
grate, that's wrong, but just a grate that covers the top of that pipe would allow the water to come back up and through it, so that it does, if it's backing up, instead of backing up into
Okay.
your
Yeah, you don't want it
leader.
to back up, you don't want it to back up your horizontal pipe, come back up and then go up your leader. Because
Okay.
that'll blow out in the winter time. You want it to bubble out of your,
Or it blows out, I've had this exact thing happen in my house.
Oh.
I have a dry well that's not really good anymore, an old
Yeah.
one, and it then backs up, and then now that water is now right along my basement, which aids
Right.
in flooding in my basement.
so you want to just relieve that.
Okay.
Have it to where it can relieve.
Yep.
It's, yeah, it is, I wish I could dig mine up. I could.
Yeah.
The good thing is that it's next to the garage, so there's not a basement or anything there.
Oh,
But
good,
we do
okay.
wanna drain away from both
Right.
buildings. I mean, both sides of the garage, I should say. Okay, so, back to the other part of the rain garden. The soil in the basin will be amended with topsoil or compost to provide a hospitable medium for non-invasive native plants to grow. Pathway of river rocks or underground pipe will be installed that will divert rainwater into the basin. Native plants of different foliage and textures with deep root systems will be chosen that provide food and habitat for wildlife and insect pollinators, as well as that will help water seep into the soil. Examples of plants planned to be used are shrubs such as winterberry, red osier dogwood, nannyberry, arrowwood, and herbs such as fox sedge and blue flag iris. And the maintenance of the rain gardens is a little more. They'll be done periodically every 3 months or within 24 hours of rainfall, half-inch or greater. And remove accumulated sediment which interferes with the proper function. In addition, periodic trimming, weeding, and pruning will be performed to maintain the garden's function and design. Sorry about that. The silt socks, did a little research on them, found out that Filtrex is a really good one. It's pre-filled silt sock as shown in the design, and they're made of a durable multi-filament polypropylene mesh, and it has pH neutral wood chips in it. And the silt socks have been, they'll be laid appropriately positioned to slow the velocity of the runoff. Now the silt socks I have here are in orange in 4 places. This one here, the end of it, we're gonna try to get it as close to come around the corner as we can here. It's asphalt there, but I might stretch it along there just to see. Once it rains and we see stuff, we'll try to adjust them as needed. Silt socks have been proven to be superior over silt fences and their ability to effectively prevent leakage and penetration of debris and sediment. In closing, my wife and I are both members of Highland Lake Watershed Association, have served on the board of directors for many years, as well as serving on the Water Quality Committee. We're passionate about preserving the lake and the health of the lake and committed to making improvements to this property that will not only benefit us, but our neighbors, our lake community, and the lake itself as well.
I wanna say again, I really appreciate this plan. I really appreciate this plan. It's very thoughtfully done. The fact that the rain gardens are being installed on the east side of the property is really helpful, thoughtful, smart. I think it's a good plan.
The detailed narrative that you just read from, we do not have a copy of that.
No, we do.
Yeah, we do.
I'm so sorry, but we did
No,
upload it.
no, everybody say we did.
You might not have gotten it, Steve. We have it in our packet.
Okay, I was just gonna ask that we have it, so I'm glad we do, thank you.
Of course.
So I emailed it, and then also I attached this to the inlands and wetlands. There's an extra place you can do attachments, so I attached it, but I can always get you copies.
No, so long as it's in the record. Any other questions or concerns? Jeff, any issues? Now, my understanding is that it still has to go before planning and zoning.
Yeah, ZBA, they're still waiting for variance and special exception.
Can we give approval?
You could do a conditional approval if you want. Yep, it means that if they don't get approved at ZBA, I would suggest at that point that this commission take action to nullify that approval if that happens, but you could do a conditional approval.
Yeah, I mean, we should do that.
That's
This
fine.
saves them the trip coming back.
Yep, move it along. Yep,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve this application?
I'll make a motion to approve Inland Wetlands Water Courses Commission Application 26-1, applicant Mark Ricky, 740 Lake Drive. It's talking about the detachment of the two-car garage. That's not really something we're approving, but we're approving your water quality plan for this project, which I'm not gonna go through the whole plan, but the narrative is here that involves installation of gutters, dry wells, and rain gardens, and proper placement of silt fences during the construction process.
Is there a second?
Second.
Jamie?
I would do a
One of the
condition on
com-
that approval.
Oh,
Just,
sorry,
yeah,
sorry,
friendly
I
amendment.
forgot. Conditioned on you getting the ZBA
Yep.
approval, yeah.
Which is two.
Jamie
One
might
of the
need to
comments that you passed from staff is that the site engineering has not been completed and plans have not been submitted.
Yeah, so that report is from before this documentation came in. We did not, I think I put that report together sometime middle of
Week ago.
last week, and this came in later in the week.
Right, so
I
now we
just
have
didn't
it.
have a chance to
Satisfied
update
with
it.
the
I'm satisfied.
documentation.
Yeah, we had long conversations
All
about
right,
it. They've
just so long as there's no loose ends out
satisfied
there.
our request.
So one condition is that the ZBA and other approvals are necessary. If not, will it be necessary for us to withdraw approval, or would it be automatic?
I would suggest taking formal action, even though there's a condition, so I think that would make it automatic. I would suggest formalizing that at the meeting, if
So then,
it comes to
my
that.
sense is the only way that's gonna happen is
We
if
carry it
staff
over on the
Yeah,
agenda.
we'll bring it to you.
monitors it, keeps us in the loop.
Yep.
All right, any other issues? Bond?
Yeah, probably.
Bond?
Yeah, with small bond, it's gotta be something
much?
put in place,
1500.
$1,500 bond.
Yep, that works.
Works. Any other loose ends? All right, all those in favor of approval with the conditions stated?
Who was the second?
Jamie.
Jamie second.
Okay. Becomes unanimous. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you for your time.
Welcome.
Appreciate
Thanks you
you all.
guys.
Nice presentation.
Yeah, it's great.
Nice.
So in these cases, when people use the LID guidelines, do we anywhere record the fact that actually they're only over a 20% limit, they're not over a 15% limit? Like, does that ever get sort of recorded anywhere?
Well, the leader comes on the side of the house.
No, I know that. I mean, on the top of the top of this. Right. This, there's almost an event.
So they'll
Like
get that
what's-
20% in there, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, what's the point of this observation?
Good night.
What are you gonna see?
Good night.
Jeff, will leave that
You
table
can
in?
see that the water.
Yeah, thank you.
That
Yeah.
door, you're gonna see that there's sediment filled down
Okay.
at the bottom.
Oh,
You know what I mean? But if you put a corrugated thing on it, that'll fill up, this is corrugated,
Right,
it'll pop out the top and go.
yeah, so I'm just trying to get
Or
mine.
don't seal over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The pipe comes up and you get that square thing that goes around your leader.
Yeah.
So the water can go around.
Yeah, mine goes,
Okay, we have no new business, is that accurate?
Correct.
Okay, agent determinations?
No.
Nope. As of right determinations?
Nope.
Nothing?
Wow.
You still
Too
with
much snow.
Yeah.
Still with the violation at 139?
Uh,
What's the court date on that?
I think it's in April sometime, if I remember correctly.
What was that one again? I know the property, I'm trying to remember what the violation
Illegal
That's
renting
the,
of the
Oh,
docks.
that.
yeah, the quick claim, 1% ownership, but really the court case really gets down to the dock is oversized from the permit that's on file and refusal to bring it into compliance.
Any communications, Jamie, Jeff, anything?
Jim said he had nothing going on,
Okay.
they're moving snow around. So that's-
Snow, right?
You know, maybe it's just my observation, but I think, not that the roads are anywhere near good, so that's not a good description, but I think the work that he did along East Wakefield Boulevard, catching that water coming off some of those properties and those, what do you call them? Streets.
The
the,
paper roads?
Oh, the
Paper roads, you know, it seems to have helped.
Yeah,
You know, it seems
I
to
agree.
have helped.
Well, what they did this year down by Dutton's, down by the Cove, there's no big ice jams in
Made
that
a
real
big
cold.
difference.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Still
saying.
running
Because I
water,
drive
that
around
worked out.
that
Yeah.
every day,
Yeah.
and it's
Worked out.
really
Now we have
different.
another little one on the opposite side, on the west side, where they repaved that one section. I don't know the
It's
address.
icing up now?
Icing up, it's like that big,
Oh,
with
wow.
big potholes in it and stuff down there.
Get over there.
I don't know where it's.
Beyond your place?
It's like midway, like exactly, it'd be almost across from
Oh,
Jeff's house.
I know what you're talking
that's
about.
Almost
way on the
across
west
from your
Yeah,
house.
okay.
Okay, well, they put a couple drain,
Right, they did, but now on the top of the hill where they finished paving, they did a nice little job of paving right in there. That's, for some reason, there's water coming out up there. That's making a mess, yeah, right across from your place. But that's
All
minor.
right.
well, I called Jim this morning and he just, I'll tell you what
So don't worry about it.
What do you say? Don't bother me.
Don't worry about it.
Call, yeah, I got nothing as far as wetlands for tonight, we've been really moving snow the last month, so nothing. Okay, that's.
Good.
Perfect.
Anything from wetlands? Inland wetlands?
You mean Highland
Highland
Lake?
Lake watershed.
Again, the spring cleanup date is May 2nd. Meet at Risha Beach at 9. The
What-
annual,
I'm sorry, what is that one?
Spring
again?
cleanup?
Yeah,
the
what is
spring
that?
cleanup,
What is,
we
I
all
mean,
meet and we get our trash bags and, or
Go around
assign
the
certain
lake.
areas and we
Okay,
walk
okay,
around
that's,
the
so
lake
it's a
and
full
we,
circumnavigate
pick
the
up-
lake and all
And we
that.
do Mountain Road, too.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
Do any other lakes?
No, but come on out, it's fun.
the annual meeting is July 11th. Do we know where yet?
Saturday, we don't know where yet.
Okay.
It's my birthday,
And you're gonna go anyways.
of course.
Change the meeting
I
date.
have to go.
Just have a cake at the meeting.
Yeah, combined.
Yeah, everyone can sing to
Now
me.
that I know, we will.
Let's see, gonna try to increase membership emails, and ask the committee here to contribute if there's anything that we'd like to contribute. And encourage all IWWC members to join the Highland Lake Watershed Association.
Okay.
Jeff, anything, if Ed, you picking up any rumors, anything going around?
No, it's been pretty quiet. I think everyone's just busy being snowed in.
Did you, have you looked at Nardella's house on Lake Drive?
I haven't been by in a while, but
I was up looking at.
they were slapping it up
his
quick,
house.
right?
It's a big house, man.
Yeah.
It's just a monster. takes up the whole lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the old one took up a lot of the footprint too, so.
But it was mostly driveway.
Yeah,
Just
right.
just
It was
this
mostly
thing is
driveway.
massive.
Yeah.
It really is. Looks nice, looks gonna be beautiful.
The only new house that I think came before us that hasn't started yet is the Stanzi Alley one. Other than that.
With all the blasting, the one they got.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they weren't
Yeah.
gonna start till spring, they said.
They had a lot of wall work to do first, so.
Have you been down there?
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, Grimaldi and I were playing some phone tag today. I think he wants to give me an update and maybe let me know when the closeout report is coming for the waterfront work there.
Yeah, good.
Steve, in the last meeting, just to Jamie's note about, the Highland Lake Watershed Association, so there are now, because it is very hard to fill the newsletter in a timely fashion with articles, they're gonna try doing 2 printed ones a year, but increasing newsletters that come out through emails month over month. Now, that being said, you had mentioned something in the last meeting about wanting Wetlands to contribute to those publications. So if you do.
I'm not sure there's a connect between Wetlands and the Watershed Association.
Okay, I'm just addressing what you
Yeah.
had said in the last meeting.
And I think a lot of the disconnect, in my opinion, is coming, that we're not getting information that the Highland Lake Watershed Association may be involved with or participating in or have privy to, and until it's sort of like very late in the process of what it's about. You know, I felt that way with the project that went on a year or two ago at the boat launch, where all of a sudden, everybody had to get their boat out a week or two earlier because the state decided to move ahead with a project that apparently Highland Lake Watershed Association had knowledge of, and we knew nothing,
Well, no, but
period.
well, the not having knowledge of it is a whole different thing, but the reason, that the fact is that the paving had nothing to do with the Highland Lake Watershed Association, that was just the state. But the rain gardens that were going to be installed when the site work for the paving was gonna be done was something the Watershed Association knew about, because the state wasn't gonna pay to maintain rain gardens unless the Watershed Association took that on. But the Watershed Association got notice when everybody else did about when the work was gonna happen.
I don't wanna go back and forth, but I don't think anybody on this commission, as a commissioner, knew about anything that was happening until we heard it was happening, period.
What isn't that more the states?
Again,
Yeah.
yeah,
It
but
is.
my
Jurisdiction over
point is,
state land.
But,
that?
The state has jurisdiction
I
over
just
state
wanna
land.
drill, I just wanna
Yeah.
drill
but
down
from
on
what
like,
the Highland Lake Watershed
what
Association
Steve's-
was involved with the state, and we had no knowledge of it. And if we wanna be transparent, and the association would like us to work closely with them, and we want to,
right?
then the expectation is they're gonna work closely with us, and I'd like them to.
Okay, so how do you propose working together in a way that you think would be more effective?
Again, the dialogue that exists on a monthly basis with our representatives to them.
Okay.
And if something comes up that we should be made aware of, that it be shared with us.
Okay, well,
That's a start.
I shared the hydrilla email with you today. Hydrilla is a big deal, and if Wetlands, wants to start to participate in communication, education with the community about the hydrilla issue, we should get together. Like, folks here who are interested, we can organize a meeting.
I think what this commission should have in some of these Highland Lake newsletters is some type of an outline, basically stating to the people what you have to come to us for. Or we, you know what I mean?
You?
Well,
Meaning
to the
meaning
commission.
wetlands?
Yeah,
Wetlands, what you
wetlands.
have to come to wetlands for, and that should be published it should be something that, there's a narrative that comes out of here that should be in that every publication that
Great,
comes
well,
out,
if
I would
Wetlands
think.
puts it together, we'll
You know
put
what I
it
mean,
in
whether
those.
it's adding onto a
But I don't
doc
think
or
the
redoing
Watershed
this, just to give
Association
them
can draft that.
I don't think everybody up there even understands what,
Yeah. But if you guys draft that, that could for sure go in the newsletter.
You know what I mean? It's just something that all of a sudden somebody will say, Jesus, I didn't know that working on my dock, I had to do this, and you know, I don't.
Yeah, so if you guys wanna draft something, we can put that in every printed newsletter. Also, if there's anything, because we are gonna work on this sort of monthly email cadence now, that's not like a million things to read, but like one article that's substantive and, you know, like pithy. So if there's something you guys would like to go in that, we can work on that too.
Okay, regarding the emails and the newsletter that goes out, I spoken to Jeff a while ago, and Jeff, as an agent, doesn't get a copy of that newsletter.
Yes, you do.
It comes to the table out there, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, he doesn't get a copy. Is it possible for him to be on a mailing list?
Yeah, of course.
And
Thank
then, and then the other thing is.
But I
that-
mean, you guys do get a stack of copies.
Yes,
Town
yes,
hall.
we do.
Okay.
And the other thing is, if emails are going to go out, can we be sure that all the commissioners' emails are with the association?
Yeah, right now the emails only go out to members, so we,
Who's a member? You're not a member, probably. You a member? You're not a member, Jim?
I'm a member.
Yeah, I would
I don't know if Kevin is.
So what do you have to do to become a member? You
Not,
just,
I mean, you pay dues, but
it's
again,
$50 a year.
yeah.
Yeah.
but again, why not let us, do we need to pay dues to get this email? Is that the question, really?
No, but I think $50 a year does show support for the effort.
Anyway, so I would suggest, like,
Sorry.
I would suggest that we provide, our email
Email
addresses.
addresses, sure.
So that whatever comes out on a monthly basis, at least we know something is coming out.
Yeah, you guys will be on the listserv. But that being said, anything that this commission wants communicated through the Highland Lake Watershed Association that you think is appropriate and a good
Yeah,
partnership
we need to put
communication,
together something.
let's start thinking about stuff. Let's start,
I'll put a few things down
Okay,
and maybe do an
great.
email. I will.
Yeah.
I think I see what you're looking for. I
You know?
understand what you're saying is the most important thing, is nobody knows. Half of it, people really don't know.
exactly. So,
That's right.
you know, it is a communication that's going out. It's an opportunity. So if this body wants to get something out there in the world, there's right there a community kind of communication, education opportunity.
The
You
mail,
still do the welcome packet when someone buys a new house and things?
Yeah.
You should put our regulations.
it really,
Oh,
well, yeah,
that's a
we,
good idea.
I think you proposed that years
think
ago,
I did,
actually.
actually.
I remember, and I thought it was a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
I think it still is.
All right, anything else, guys?
Just real,
Steve, did you wanna talk
Yeah,
about
I
the,
just,
it's a good segue, hydrilla.
yeah.
Mary, you saw this?
Yeah, you
just
showed
saw
it to me,
now.
yeah.
I received this card with my boat registrations, and what it is an attempt by the state to really take a proactive role in helping to maintain the integrity and the cleanliness of lakes throughout the state. The question now becomes enforcement, and, you know, do they have a plan in place at the boat launch at least? You don't know, neither do we.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If, this is very pie in the sky, but let's say there was some amazing donor who came along and wanted to fund a boat wash station.
What, a boat?
Great
Boat
idea.
wash station. Okay, just hypothetically, does the town have a piece of property close enough to the boat launch, because we don't control the boat launch, right, that's the state, that could potentially be utilized for a boat wash station?
Possibly, I'd have to comb through and check, but I think the real issue is how do we force the boaters to use it?
Yeah, because the state controls the darn thing, and the
Right.
state, so we are reliant on the state.
Yeah.
Like, even if we use tags, like Frank suggested in the last meeting, which is how they do it in New York, you still need to have an enforcement officer there.
Right.
And we can't put a town enforcement officer on the property, so they have to stand outside of the gate and hold up traffic.
Well, the state provides some kind of an individual that, I mean, he.
With very, very limited purview.
Well, I mean,
Exactly, that's
maybe,
what I was driving at.
Yeah.
You know, the point is, if they want this to be a viable plan that has some success,
They should work with us.
then they have
Yeah.
to work with the person that's hired that permits boats to launch and not launch. I mean, if there's no parking space, he throws you out of the parking lot.
Right.
It doesn't matter that you live on the lake and you're not gonna stay in the parking, like, gonna drop a boat and leave, doesn't matter. You have to have a spot to drop your boat. I mean, if he's that tight-assed about that, then the
Should be.
state should take a role in this.
Yeah.
And the bigger problem is, in my opinion, is the homeowners. You know, I mean, it relies on my integrity, anybody else who lives on the lake, to ensure that our boats are clean. I mean, if they don't leave the lake, the premises that they're clean, but again,
I ain't no going here, lakes.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean-
But the
We're
state
taking
is,
out once a year.
the state is asking me, with my application, to certify that my boat is clean.
Right.
You know, so. You know, I mean, we're early in the season, but we got a month or so to play with this. But, you know, maybe we'll find out something from the state. How do they plan on enforcing it? Anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention because I received it with my registration renewals for the boats. Anything else, anybody?
I have something.
Go ahead.
Just wanna promote, Restaurant Week is coming up in a couple weeks.
Oh,
And I saw this was posted out there, but the Sip and Savor event, if you go on to itsrestaurantweek.com, and you can see when you get to the, main screen, and then you get the menu, you can pull up Winston Restaurant Week, and it's got the sponsors,
good.
the participating restaurants,
Cool.
and most of them have their menus up, some don't yet.
Is that next week?
It starts, 2 weeks from yesterday is the Sip and Savor. It starts, so that's on the 4th. You can get, tickets are available, they're $45 on the site. And if you order your tickets by the 22nd, you get a 10% discount.
All right, cool.
well, thank you.
And then Restaurant Week runs from the 5th through
March?
this is wrong, March 5th through March, oh gosh, it's not the 5th, yeah, March 5th through 15th.
Thanks, Jamie.
Okay, thank you.
Why they do it through plan?
I know.
Now,
My
again,
comment
there's
too.
a hypothetical or remote possibility that we may not have new business next month because we have no old business. So, but there should be a meeting is all I'm saying,
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
meet anyway.
okay?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean, unless there's really absolutely nothing going on.
Well, that'll give you guys time to campaign for your officer seats.
There you go.
Man, that was a good one.
Anything else?
Touche.
Just a reminder, you're all required to do the training.
Yes.
So make sure you do that.
Just a reminder, you were gonna get that name out to us.
What's the deadline?
What,
You were gonna, in the last meeting, you said you were
Yeah.
gonna send out, or you could give me the name of, where to do that training.
oh, there's
It's
a
on
link in the
email,
staff
isn't it?
report. You got the PDF version of it,
Yeah.
there's a link there.
Anything else before we adjourn?
No.
Anything from staff? All those in favor of adjourning? Second? Welcome motion?
No.
Yes,
All
yeah,
Motion to adjourn.
second? Thank you very
You
much.
don't need a motion, the chairman can just adjourn the meeting. It's not required. So how much money? Yeah, I know, that's what I was thinking too. The parking lot that they just paved right across the street.
Yeah, right. Make it part of that site plan.
Right.
Send all the contaminants right down the river.
At least they're not going to the lake.
See you next month.